problem. Problem is composite bar related problem. So question is given here. A steel bar of 500 millimeter long and 75 millimeter diameter is placed inside an aluminium tube of 100 millimeter external diameter and 80 millimeter internal diameter. The tube is 0.2 millimeter longer than the steel bar. An axial compressive force of 500 kN is applied through the rigid plane fitted both ends. Calculate the stresses on each bar and the tube. Young modulus is given 200 kN per mm square, and Young modulus of alumina is also given, that is 75 kN per mm square. Now that is the problem. Now steel bar length 500 millimeter. DS diameter of steel bar 75 millimeter. Aluminum tube, that is external diameter 100 mm external, and aluminum internal is 80 mm. Okay, and load P you can take, that is 500 kilonewton. Young modulus for steel, that is 200 kN per mm square, and Young modulus for aluminium, that is 75 Newton per mm square. Now as per the question, consider the steel bar. Of 75 mm, then a tube that is a tube, so vertically we have sectioned the tube. Now both ends fit. So external diameter 100 mm, then internal diameter of aluminum, that is 80 mm. So as aluminum tube is longer than steel bar by 0.2 millimeter. Okay, so that is also fixed, through which a compressive load was given. That load was 500 kilonewton. Okay, now we have, that is aluminium tube, that is steel bar. Okay. That is the question. You have to find out Fs and Fa. That means stress on steel bar on aluminum tube. Okay. Now you can see that aluminum tube is 0.2 millimeter longer than the steel bar, so there is a gap between the steel tube and the copper tube, aluminum tube and steel bar is 0.2, and total length was 500 millimeter. That is 500 millimeter. So total length of the aluminum tube, length of the aluminum tube is 500 plus 0.2, that means 502 millimeter. Now we have to find out the stress on aluminum and stress on steel bar. Now you can see, as we are applying 500 kilonewton load, so initially due to that 500 kilonewton load, the aluminum tube will be compressed. Aluminum tube will be compressed and it will reach 500 millimeter. That means 502 millimeter long aluminum tube will be compressed, and when it will touch the steel bar, then the stresses will be shared by both aluminum and steel. Now when we apply initially 500 kilonewton load, the load will be shared by only copper tube, aluminum tube. Now you have to find out the load shared by the aluminum tube. Load shared by the aluminum tube, still it touch up to 0.2 millimeter, it will fill up the 0.2 millimeter gap. Now we know balance, change in length is equal to, the formula is PL by AE. We know that formula. So here we need to find out the loads taken by the aluminum tube. How much load is taken by the aluminum tube? So we consider it P1. Okay. Now we know Then is equal to your P1 here. P1 is, we need to find out L is how much? L is 502. Area of aluminum tube is equal to 5 by 4 into 100 square minus 80 square, and aluminum steel 5 by 4 into ds square, that means 5 by 4 into 75 square. Okay, so area of the aluminum tube is 2875 mm square, and area of steel bar is 4417 mm square. Okay. Now area of aluminum tube, Young modulus of aluminum tube. Area is 2875 into Young modulus of aluminum 75 kilonewton per mm square, and that del N is equal to 0.2. Now from that we can find out the value of Q1. That Q1 is equal to near about 85 kilonewton. Okay, 85 kilonewton. Now this 85 kilonewton is shared by the aluminum tube. Now remaining load total was 500, so remaining load will be 500 minus 85, so that equal to 415 kilonewton. Now that 415 kilonewton load will be shared by both aluminum tube and steel bar. Okay. Hence 415 kilonewton load will be shared by both steel bar and the aluminum tube. Then we can find out the stresses of aluminum tube, Fs, steel tube, steel bar and aluminum. Tube. Now in the composite material, and as it is a composite bar, in case of composite bar, we know in case of composite bar, as after touching the upper end, the elongation of the both bar remains same. That means del N S is equal to del N aluminum. Now the elongation of aluminum tube and the steel bar same. So similarly ES is equal to EL. That means strain of aluminum and strain on steel will be same. Now what is ES? That ES is equal to Fs by ES strain. Then EA is equal to Fa by EA. So Fs is equal to ES by EA into Fa. Now ES is equal to 200 and EA is equal to 75 to Fa. That is equal to maybe 2.67 Fa. Okay, so that is Fs is equal to 2.67 into Fa. Again, we know that total load, remaining load was 415 kilonewton or the remaining load. We know in case of composite bar, total load will be shared by both aluminum tube and steel bar. That means 415 is equal to F1, that means Fs plus Fa, that means 415 is equal to Fs is equal to Fs into As plus Fa into A. Now Fs is equal to 2.67 into Fa plus Fa is equal to Fa into A is equal to you have got 2827. Now from that you can see both side Fa is there, so ultimately Fa is equal to you can find out Fa 0.024 kilonewton per mm square. So Fa is known, so Fs is equal to 0.024 into Fa, that means 2.67. So ultimately that is multiply it, so you multiply it, and so that you will have the value, that is kilonewton per mm square. Okay, so that's why we can find out the stress of aluminum tube and stress on steel bar. Okay, so this is a simple problem. We can have different types of problems, different varieties of problems in the books, so you can study. Okay, so problem is complete. Okay, thank you.